Hi everyone, my name's Len and welcome to Len Versation, your safe space where Filipinos can learn English with confidence. If you're learning English, chances are you've said something then suddenly thought, wait, is that correct English? Stay tuned because today we're gonna talk about 5 common English mistakes Filipinos make. Take note, these are real grammar mistakes and not just sentences that sound a little different or unnatural. So let's start and learn them together. Here's our sentence for our mistake number 1. I already eat. I already eat. So kung papansinin at hahanapin natin kung ano yung mali sa sentence na to, yan yung word or yung verb na eat after po ng already. In English, yung word na already ay nagpapakita na yung action is tapos na. At ano nga ba ang past tense ng eat? Ang eat po kasi ay nasa present tense. And ang past tense po niyan ay ate, past simple tense. And so to correct yung sentence na to, kapag ganito yung gusto ninyong sabihin, please say, I already ate. Or kung ibang bagay naman yung natapos nyo na, like, tapos nyo na yung assignment nyo, you can say, I already finished my homework. I already finished my assignment. So, kung mapapansin niyo, I already finished my homework, may D yung finish, may ED. And that's because yan yung word natin or tense natin na nagpapakita na natapos mo na yung action na yon sa sentence mo. So, please comment your own sentence para po makita natin kung naintindihan nyo po yung explanation na to. Here's our sentence for our mistake number 2. Open the light. Open the light. So, here, ang mali naman dito is yung word na open. And madalas natin nagagawa itong pagkakamali na to dahil tayong sa language natin na Filipino language, yung pag may gusto tayong buksan, laging yung word lang na ginagamit natin is buksan. However, in the English language, ang tama pong gamitin dito ay turn on. Turn on the light. Or turn off the light. And ang pinakasimpleng rule na pwede nyong tandaan dito, kapag po yung gusto ninyong buksan ay gumagamit ng kuryente or appliances po yung tinutukoy ninyo na bubuksan or papatayin, ang gagamitin nyo po is turn on or turn off. For example, please turn on the TV. Please turn off the radio. You can also say, turn on your computer. Turn on your computer. So again, para po dun sa mga physical natin na binubuksan, open yung gagamitin. Like, open the window, open the door. Para sa mga bubuksan or papatay natin ng mga bagay, kapag po gumagamit ng electricity, please use turn on or turn off. Now, here's for our mistake number 3. I will follow up to you. I will follow up to you. So, parang walang mali, 'di ba? Kasi kaya nga madalas natin 'tong nagagamit or kaya nga madalas tayong nagkakamali dito. Kasi nga hindi obvious yung error sa kanya. But in this sentence, ang problema or issue is yung preposition na to after po ng follow up. And mali po ito kapag ang gusto mong tukuyin is magpa-follow up ka sa tao na yon. And to correct this one, to correct this sentence, please say, I will follow up with. I will follow up with you. So, i-replace nyo lang po yung preposition na to ng with. For example, I will follow up with my secretary about your concern. Another one, I will follow up with Mr. Robert regarding your email. That's it para sa mistake na to. Just please remember na kung magpa-follow up ka sa tao, please use follow up with, and not follow up to. Please make your own sentence and paki-comment po dito sa baba. Here's the sentence for our mistake number 4. I am agree. I am agree. So, kung pakikinggan nating maigi sa sound pa lang no ng ng sentence na to, parang may mali na. Kasi wala po dapat ditong am. Yung am po kasi ay ginagamit natin kapag po ang kasunod na word ay adjective. For example, I am happy. So, happy is adjective, kaya po meron tayong am. Also, I am tired. So, tired, adjective. Dinidescribe niya kung ano yung nararamdaman mo, yung feeling mo. And kaya tayo dito may am. However, kapag ang gusto nating sabihin is sang-ayon tayo, ang correct sentence po dapat ay I agree. Wala pong am. Siguro kaya natin nagagawa tong pagkakamali na to is because pag tinagalog natin siya, sang-ayon ako. So parang merong feeling mo, dinidescribe mo yung nararamdaman mo. But, again, the word agree is an action verb. So, please remove your am. I agree. We're now down to our mistake number 5. And for our sentence, here it is. He did said, you were there. He did said, you were there. So, kung papansinin naman natin dito kung ano yung mali, yan po yung word na said after po ng did. At madalas natin nakukumit yung pagkakamali na to, no? Yung gagamit ka ng past tense after ng did. Kasi nga naman, iisipin natin na, ay, tapos na yung ginawa ko eh. So, dapat past tense yung action ko dito, yung verb. However, in English, kapag po ginagamit natin yung did, yan na po yung nag-indicate or nagsasabi sa kausap natin na or sa nagbabasa ng sinasabi natin na yung action na yon ay tapos na. There's no need na gumamit ng past tense para sa action verb na kasunod. So, to correct this sentence, please say, he did say you were there. Sinabi niya na nandun ka. Sinabi, tapos na. Kaya, he did say you were there. Please, comment nyo po yung sample nyo dito para malaman ulit natin na okay na kayo dito sa ganitong klase ng pattern sa English. That's it for this mistake number 5. So, alam ko na nagagawa natin tong mga pagkakamali na to sa pagsasalita ng English or pagsusulat. Pero yan nga yung purpose kung bakit tayo nag-aaral, diba? And kailangan lang is mag-practice tayo na mag-practice. And actually, yung pinakamagandang way ng practice is kapag nagkamali ka, kunyari, nasabi mo tong mga to, right there, dun sa moment na yun, i-correct mo na yung sarili mo. And it's a good practice para ma-remind yung brain mo na ayun yung tamang pattern. And also, kahit na nasasabi natin to or nagagawa natin to mga pagkakamali na to, people will still understand us. Pero syempre, para mag-improve tayo sa English at para talagang mas maintindihan natin or ma-deliver natin yung gusto nating sabihin, mas maganda na kinokorek natin yung sarili natin. That's all for today. So please remember, mistakes are okay. They're part of the way. So don't be shy to speak and say, you can English that today. Please like and subscribe to this channel kung hindi ka pa po nakasubscribe para lagi kang ma-notify ng mga bago nating video. And also, if you could share this video para mas marami tayong maabot at para mas marami tayong magtulungan sa pag-aaral ng English. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye!